Now comes the fun part of the show.
Woo
We've already
woo!
where we get to the talk about what we would produce if we or when we get the funding we need from our GoFundMe and from our Patreon initiatives. That's where we would get the funding to produce what you see in this Bible bracket. This is a section of the show where we talk about the Clinton Initiative project. I just hate saying that word project now. I'm stuck.
Dynamite!
The Clinton Initiative podcast.
Paul, Paul, Paul. Damn, damn,
Damn, damn.
damn.
This time it's appropriate. The Clinton
Good
Initiative
one.
podcast. This is our Bible bracket. And to give people a quick background, whenever you do a sitcom, they have what's called a Bible, where because you have so many episodes of a show, they have a Bible where it lays out the arc of the show, characters' backstories. It lays out, and you know how many episodes it will be, what will be featured in each episode, how it all blends together. And so, for the Clinton Initiative podcast, that's one of the main things I'm working on right now is building our Bible. And by building the Bible, when we have something that we put on the sketch show, that it's going to be there. When we have something that we put on as a short film, it all is in the Bible. So if somebody wants to know what's going on, they just have to go to that section of it. It's going to be virtual and it's going to be a hard copy, but it's all laid out there. So it's like it's our trade secret that we don't want people to get a hold of. But on the show, on the Clinton Initiative podcast, we will be talking about some of the parts of that Bible and presenting it so people know that when they become one of our founders or inner circle, this is what you're going to get. So, in the first week, we talked about cybernetic and we talked about sentient. And sentient, which is like a zombie reality show, won out. The second week, we talked about losing myself and Maria Trout. Maria Trout won out. Maria Trout is all about our current social media and about social media fame, about fame without money, and about fame and friendship and what can happen. Now, our next our next projects on the bracket are Straw, which we've talked about in previous broadcasts of the show, and a new idea, Rage Clicks. And I'm going to do Rage Clicks first. Have either of you guys heard of the term Rage Clicks? It's sort of like back in the day where with newspapers, if it bleeds, it leads. Well, back in the beginning of the internet, people wanted to get clicks and they wanted to get attention to what they're putting out in social media. There was some level of responsibility to it, so they would sort of look at what would cause the most reaction and they would go after that. Well, as a byproduct of that, they created Warren J. Ritter. You can call me Warren J. And I've been doing the social media thing for a while. Rage clicks is what makes my business. If it makes people angry, they'll click on it to complain. Some people will agree with it. They'll click on it, but the most we get is from rage clicks. I'm in the rage click business and I'm going to take you through a day in my life. Maybe you'll see yourself and maybe you'll learn what rage clicks are all about. Okay, so that's Rage Clicks. It's sort of a documentary style film that concentrates on how we perceive media and how our anger, which used to change things, you would get people angry and they would want to change things. Now, you get angry and Warren J gets rich. And that's what Rage Clicks is about. Now, Straw. Rage Click goes up against Straw. Did you guys see the story a few weeks ago about a woman's boyfriend who was not supposed to own a gun, who got a gun, and when the cops were called, he killed some people and actually fired at the cops. Did you guys hear that story? Well, that's what straw is about. The woman is being charged with a straw gun purchase. But with straw, we focus on our main character, who is Caesar, which I believe will be played by none other than Jamel himself. Caesar.
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 I am
Caesar is the guy.
Caesar.
Caesar. Caesar is in the business, and his business is selling guns. His business is procuring them, selling them. He doesn't care how they're used. So he's found that the best way to get guns is to have people, when they turn the age where they can go and purchase a gun, I think in a lot of states it's 18, he will pay them to go to several different gun shops and buy guns until the government catches on to him. Straw is all about how he does that, the repercussions it has on people, and our main character in the show has something for Caesar that he is not expecting. There are a lot of twists and turns in the show, but we start off with a young person at a party living his life, being happy, planning for the future, college, mourning the loss of friends, and then Caesar enters their life, and we follow what comes after that. So that's what Straw is all about. Straw is all about straw gun purchases. Rage clicks is all about social media and how our rage enriches some people. So, Katie, what do you think of these ideas? Which one do you think? Now, that's where our rating system comes into play.
Okay.
Does it stick? Does it need more work? Or can we could forget about it? That's what our rating system is all about. Does it stick? Need more work? Or can we forget about it? So what do you think, Katie, of these two ideas?
Um, okay, so the rage clicks. I'm not gonna lie, the first when you started talking about it, the first thing that came to my head was definitely 6ix9ine. I don't know if you know too much of that scenario, but 6ix9ine is pretty much famous for all the BS and hatred that comes towards him. So it kind of like hit me with that. I
Are you
think
talking about Takashi 69?
yes, yes,
Okay.
yeah. I
Warren
didn't know.
J. Warren J. can see what you're cooking with. Warren J. sees what you're cooking. Warren J.
Yeah.
Ritter here.
So I mean, that's kind of what it reminded me of. So I think it could possibly like be up there just far as how social media is viewed as. Um, it's something that I think maybe with more work we could figure out exactly where we would do it from. But straw, I think I would hit my attention more on that one just because it's something that it would be interesting to see how exactly the process would be of him getting those weapons and what exactly happened after the killing. Like, I think that's more where my attention would go to.
Okay, so you're sticking with straw.
Yeah.
Okay,
Caesar.
so okay, Caesar, since you're speaking up, I'll let you go next, and then Clint will save the best for last. Which one sticks with you, Caesar?
Well, you already know. Straw right now will stick with me because um, there could be hidden agendas in Straw. There could be surprises in Straw. There could be certain twists in Straw that could lead to a next episode that people wouldn't even catch yet. And it could start right in the beginning and they wouldn't even know until the next episode or film come out and they'd be like, oh, that was in the beginning of the first one. Wow, I didn't see that at first. You know, there's so many ways you can play off of that. So I would stick with Straw.
Okay, so Clint, on our rating system, for
Okay.
you, which one sticks? which one needs more work, and which one can we forget about?
We could forget about Reach Click. I'm
Warren
born
J
honest.
doesn't like what you just said. Warren J, I'm gonna get you, buddy.
The reason why I said, just thinking about it, it reminds me of so much of clickbait. It reminds me of a lot of people who go on social media and they're going to say a lot of things and while they're doing their vlog, just to get people upset so they could get a lot of views. Take for example, like I don't even want to call the name to make them that popular on here. Okay, take for example, I'm going to give a makeup name. Take for example, like Candy Joan. Normally she would shut up, Jamel.
Who? Take for example, who?
Candy Joan.
Who?
Candy Joan will go on. So she has her vlogs and.
Are you talking about Candace Owens?
I didn't call Candace Owen name.
Oh,
I didn't say that. I said Candy Joan. All right. I realize her strategy is like she's gonna say a lot of things to anger the Black community, and that's what makes her popular. She gets a lot of views and likes and all that. And so it click what do you call it? Click anger, click whatever.
rage
click.
See,
Click.
just thinking about it, like getting mad, I get upset. You can forget about that. Too much things getting us angry out here. I'm gonna focus more on straw.
So
I
right
like
now,
straw.
go ahead.
I love straw because knowing the fact that what's going on in America today is going to educate us also about the gun violence and, kids who, the gun population within schools, kids coming into schools. It's going to educate them to get rid of these unnecessary guns. So I'm going to go with straw. Not only because Jamel acting in it, but it makes more sense to me right now.
We're unanimous.
Stop laughing.
And the thing about it is, because we have the sketch show, this just gives us a plan for the things to concentrate on first. And once we build our audience will actually be voting as well. So we'll give our opinions and then the audience will vote as well. But the winner this week is straw, which I could have predicted.
Ding, 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 ding.
We have a winner. So I could have predicted that, but I didn't want to overstep my bounds. So